Then we have Keurig Green Mountain, creating 500 new jobs in Douglas County, Georgia, investing $300 million over the next 5 years. Now here is Georgia's governor, Nathan Deal, Republican, governor of Georgia. Governor, welcome and congratulations. You pulled Keurig out of the Green Mountain state of Vermont. You pulled them down to Georgia. What did you give them?
We gave them the same thing that we offer to any other company that's coming here. One of the things, though, that my administration has put in place is the removal of sales tax on energy that is used for manufacturing. And we have seen a huge increase in manufacturing in our state as a result of that.
There really is a battle between the states, low tax, low regulation, business-friendly states, and what I would label high-tax, business unfriendly states. I put you in the former category. You're laying out your store to attract businesses. I mean, that's your deliberate policy, isn't it?
Exactly right. That's why we've taken great pride in being designated the best state in the nation in which to do business. We're continuing to build on that. We're bringing the business community together with our leaders of our education community and our governmental community to figure out what do we need to do to be more competitive. We've been having great success in that, and Keurig is certainly one of the most recent examples. Some 550 jobs, $337 million of capital investment. It is a huge new product that they're producing. It'll be cold packs as opposed to their traditional hot packs. We think it's going to be a huge success, and we're just glad they chose Georgia to be able to launch this new product line.
I have to ask you about immigration, which is developing into a very big story today. As you know, thousands, I believe the current count is nearly 50,000 youngsters have come across the southern border. They're coming into the United States. Our audience is seeing pictures of them now being bussed all over the country. They're being flown all over the country as well. They're going to cities and states like Georgia. How do you feel about this, Governor?
Well, you know, there's not a lot that the state can do. We have passed some of the most strict immigration laws in our state, of any state in the country. But the reality is that the porous border, the availability of people to cross our border, is a federal issue, one that I think most states would say we hope that the federal government will address effectively as soon as possible.
Are you going to have to pay for this? I'm thinking about those youngsters who are now settled in Georgia, in Atlanta, for example, and you're going to have to pay for their education. You're going to have to pay for their health care. I don't think that goes to the federal government. That's you.
Well, that is true. They do, of course, show up in our public classrooms, and that is an expense that is borne by the state and local governments. Also, the health care, of course, many of them are going to be Medicaid eligible, perhaps, and that is a partnership with the funding from the federal and the state level. But it does have a financial impact on state and local governments.
Do you have any input into Washington to say, look, there's something going wrong here? Fix it. I mean, are you in a position to say that and get some action?
Well, I certainly am in communication with our representatives in the House and the Senate, and I know that this is an issue that they are paying particular attention to, and we're hopeful that we will see some action. This has been one of those subjects that has for a very long time been in a part of the gridlock problem that we have seen going on in Washington. Nothing very effectively happening. I think sometimes if it were taken in small bits and pieces rather than in a large package that included things like amnesty, and that's usually the word that kills any effort at the federal level to advance reforms in immigration. If it were taken in smaller bits and pieces, perhaps there would be more effective results.
Okay. Governor Nathan Deal, Republican, Georgia, thanks very much for joining us, sir, and congratulations on getting Keurig to move to the great state of Georgia. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.